out Phase 5, we have a series on Disney Plus. This is very special. It is going to be an 18-episode first season. 18 episodes.
Yes!
Daredevil Born Again. If you guys wouldn't mind looking ahead a little bit with me to Phase 6.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Phase 6, confirming Fantastic Four is finally on November 8th, 2024. And there are 2 films that bring Phase 6 to a close.
What a weekend. What a show we got for tonight. I'm so excited, man. So much stuff, Face. So much stuff.
Bro, there was. And you know, I'm going to be honest. Like, I think that video did not do justice to the pop that it got actually being there when they announced that. I mean,
I could imagine.
You can hear it in the video, but I think being there, you could fucking feel it in the floor.
Oh, dude, I kind of feel like Daredevil got a bigger reaction. I don't know. It was just when I was watching it.
I mean, 18 episodes is a lot, bro. I was very happy to hear that. I'm like, that's a solid series now.
For sure, and we will definitely get into that. I'm trying. I spent about like a full 2 minutes trying to figure out why I look so fucking orange, and then I'm fixing the lights. It's my tan. It's fucking terrible. It's horrible. But guys, big show lined up. Obviously, we've got Hoodrat with us. We got Swagglehaus in the house. They were both at San Diego Comic-Con, so they're going to be giving us the rundown, what they experienced, what they felt. I'm sure they heard the screams coming from Hall H, man, probably from the other side of the entire building. But yeah, man. So before we get into it, Face, I think we gotta set the mood before we bring them in. So hold up, for 4th of July, we had a nice background. So San Diego Comic-Con special. There you go.
Oh, nice. I like it.
There you go.
That's beautiful.
Well, it's the only. I think this is the closest we're gonna get to San Diego.
Probably. Those big conventions, they're nice and all, but
but I gotta tell you, San Diego, people out west do things different. Inside, they look badass with their shades, and I'm gonna bring them in, guys. I'm gonna bring in the first guy, Hoodrat. Look at this guy right here.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Man, I just woke up, bro. I didn't sleep for like 5-6 days, man.
Neither, man.
I got my Starbucks ready, bro. Let's do this, man. Let's get the people the information about what happened, man. I'll try and stay awake, but I'm telling y'all, man, it was a long, awesome con. That's what I'm saying. Awesome
there
con,
you go.
Man.
That hangover hits hard.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you're not the only guy tired because the next guy looks equally as tired as you. Swag, what's up, bro? Yep.
Oh, he's already asleep.
There he goes.
Somebody
wake him up. Someone shake him.
What? Are we live? What's going on? What is the significance of this? Got San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah.
Yep. It's a hangover show.
Hangover, bro.
What were we talking about?
Yep. Guys,
where are we? Are we still in the hotel, Mickey?
I don't know. Did you get my beer? Where?
Dude,
I thought you went to
did you hold my place in line, bro? Like I asked.
Oh, that place in line is gone.
Did we miss the exclusive? Did we get the pop? Did we get the
handout?
Oh man, bro, I forgot. Totally, my bad, Mickey. Man, tell Cam, bro. Like I still got his place in line, bro. I got a friend over there.
Yeah. I'll let him know.
Okay,
Well,
all right.
Glad to be on the show.
Happy.
BCC, thank you for having me. Excited to be here, guys. Face. Yeah, San Diego Comic Con. It was awesome, and happy to talk about it with you guys.
Yeah, man, guys, thank you guys for hopping on. I know you guys are tired. If I'm not mistaken, we were just speaking earlier, which is why we were late. I promise. We were there early, but we just got carried away in conversation. But you guys were both there for 5 days total, right?
Yeah, I guess got in Wednesday, stayed till Sunday. So yeah, it was a long weekend, but it was a lot of fun.
It's a long, busy con.
I was there since Tuesday and 7 in the morning, bro. Still helping the homies with the line. And that's another story in itself, man. You know, so, I
could only imagine what it's like. Like I said, I lived vicariously through your posts. Both of you guys were constantly posting some cool things. Now, see, here in Montreal, because I'm up in Canada, like our cons are nowhere close to as big as some of the ones taking place in the States, New York Comic Con, but definitely San Diego being the biggest. What was the biggest day for you guys, like that you felt was most crowded? Was it the Saturday or the Sunday? What was it?
Anecdotally, I would say that Saturday for sure felt like the most crowded, and it
Really?
felt the most like San Diego Comic Con to me, because even in some of the people I know who are like big into cosplay and stuff, like Saturday's the day where like even all the cosplayers, they come big with their costumes and things, so you get that experience the most, where you just notice like, oh damn, there's like a giant Optimus Prime over here. People go all out on the Saturday. So so that for sure felt like the day. And then it just seems apparent, right? Like not everyone's going to be able to get off work and make that Thursday, Friday. So Saturday is the day that most people are going to be there.
For sure, man.
Saturday's always messed up at San Diego Comic Con because, like Swag said, the cosplayers come, and so they go inside the exhibit room and they stop to take pictures. Yeah, and it clogs the halls all the way back to the wall, bro. And it's like, what is going on? And once you pass them, you're like, what the hell, bro? Like, it's just like driving in California when someone has a flat tire, bro. Everybody has to stop and watch,
Yeah, for sure. It's like getting past a car accident.
But dude, there was so much stuff happening. I ended up seeing people posting like there was a Lego Bowser from Super Mario that was moving, and I was like, holy cow! Like, I can't even put together like a 50-piece Lego set, and here we have Bowser. But it looked awesome. Tons of cool things. I saw the lineup for Hall H. Apparently that was wild, man. Like people were posting videos, and it went as far back. Like I don't even know how far, but it looks ridiculous to even get into this thing. And clearly it was a privilege to be in there. So much stuff took place, which we'll talk about later today in the show. But
privilege, shit, it was a matter of willpower and determination to stand in
It's very much earned, bro, if you're making a Hall H on Saturday, because I didn't have the resiliency to do it, dude. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. Like, you want 8 more hours of time in the line? No, I'm good.
They start jumping in that line on Thursday, right?
Bro, you got to find a flag, bro. First, it's like a chase against a flag, and then you have like 300 people looking for a flag, and then chaos just ensues, bro. Like people jumping on the flag and people stinky and bro, and it's hot. It's hot. It's hot on the back because it's on like concrete. So
it's Southern California in the middle of summer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Ian knows better than I do. I've never done the Hall H thing. So and I'm pretty good at it. I feel like maybe
don't do it
as a once in a lifetime thing. Maybe I can understand. I don't know the people who can do it year after year.
Yeah, it's like that bucket thing.
Yeah, I'm just
check it off.
I'm
good.
yeah. I'm not trying to try it. I'm good. I'm good.
They are true fans, because the group that I usually go in with Hall H, like their mission is to be in the first 5 rows. They were in the first 3 rows, bro. Like,
wow.
Yeah, they were right up front. Bro. I saw some of their stuff. I was like, y'all, I gotta give it to y'all, man. You guys are the real fans. I'm just some dude here in the exhibit room trying to get exclusives and signatures, and y'all are the real fans, man.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But
for a hat and content. For a hat, they got a hat and content, bro.
It's true. Weren't they giving out like Miss Minutes caps and shit like that?
And they gave them away.
Wow.
I saw him. I was walking back to the hotel, and I said, "What'd you get, man?" So I saw the bag. Said, "Oh, we got a Multiverse of Madness, multiverse hat, and we got a couple DC stuff." I was like, "Wow, That's it. And the lady looked at me like, we got a lot of content too. I was like, you go, girl. She's like, she in my face like, don't try to disrespect me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, definitely got the content because there was a lot of
Yeah.
circulating. There was, videos that came up, and man, they've been getting taken down real quick. I ended up seeing, luckily, I don't know if you guys did, there was the trailer for Ant-Man, there was for Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was at like an angle, like literally like.
At least you saw it, bro.
But I was like, yo, I gotta see more. Come on, man. But it's been crazy. Marvel's been very fast at taking these things down, and understandably so. And we'll talk about it a little later as well.
But you know that Ant-Man one, I gotta say this real quick. Like there was people that were complaining about the angle and everything that he got, and that it wasn't all that clear. But you got to give it up to that dude because he was risking everything to get that.
I'm telling you, when you're in Hall H, man, and they put those movies up, there's like dudes in black jackets, bro, with with the fucking earphones coming out their ears, like looking at you, bro, and they're like they go up to you and they're gonna take your phone and they're like, delete it now or I'm gonna take your badge. It's like they're hardcore, dude. I did that
Secret Service,
bro. I did that at the Star Wars Force Awakens. Like I kind of had it to my chest under my hat, bro. They caught me anyway, bro. And they took my phone and deleted it. So I was like, okay, I'm good. I still want to watch.
Yeah, I had seen you got into that. That was pretty cool.
I slept overnight for that one, bro.
Yeah, and to that point, that's why all the angles are always like so crazy because people have to like have it in their sleeve and they're just like trying to. It's like true pocket cam, because they just have shield agents watching you.
And it's funny because in the comment section you see people say, "We appreciate you, bro. You're the real one," and all that stuff. So really cool. But guys, getting into Hall H must have been an honor. But these two guys lived the dream on the other side of that, right? So they actually had their own panel going on. Tell us about that. That looked amazing.
Go ahead, Mickey, bro. I'll take Mickey's lead.
Yeah,
got it, bro.
Got this little souvenir, man. It's official. This can go behind me right there.
9/8 right there.
Yeah, 9. Well, actually, I gotta press it.
There it is.
You gotta love it, man. This is like and I'm gonna say for Efren, Past Point Comics. Man, like he made our dreams come true, right, Swag? I was like, it was pretty cool, man.
It was definitely
Speaking
pretty cool.
of, I saw he's in the chat here. So
We'll definitely bring it up and say hi to the chat very soon. But tell us about that experience being on the opposite side. You guys were doing, if I'm not mistaken, you were talking about YouTube content and putting out content and how it works and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah, basically a panel about YouTube channels and comic books and the crossover between them and just talking about starting channels in the space. And yeah, it was really great. I mean, shout out to Efren from Past Point Comics. He got in touch with the panel organizers and pitched them this idea and got it going, did all the paperwork, and then at the last comic book show. I ran into him and he was like, "Hey, would you want to hop on this panel? I'm trying to put it together." And I said, "Yeah, that'd be awesome." And so, kudos to him and even Ian too, like for kind of organizing, putting all the work together. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, there was, a good turnout, and I thought it was a good conversation. I mean, you never know. It's like, I don't know if I have anything helpful to say or insightful, but hopefully, some people got some value out of it.
I got a lot of value just being on it, man, because John had brought up some ways to get on the algorithm Ferris wheel. Yeah, he's like, man, why don't you do more shorts? He's like, these shorts are like YouTube's pushing them. If y'all saw my YouTube channel, I have a lot of fucking shorts going, man. but it was I found it easier because I didn't have to bring my laptop to edit anything. I can just edit on my phone on YouTube and get you guys the information because I know everybody wants to see what's happening. At Comic-Con, I was trying to get it out as much as I can. It helped, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I came across the short where you were like with your microphone. It looked like you were going for a straight up interview. I guess the shorts do work because it is true. I've been noticing a trend, and it's always suggested too, right? When you're scrolling on YouTube, you see a lot of suggestions for shorts. So it's a cool little tip. Yeah.
Props to Johns from Bronze and Modern Gods. He was on the panel too, and Yeah, John kind of helped moderate me. He would look at me like, "Okay, time to shut up." You know, like, "Okay, all right, Uncle John."
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate because the people were too focused on filming Hall H, but whichever hall you guys were at, that would have been a treat to watch. That would have been
I
a
would
treat
have
to
loved to
watch.
see that panel.
Yeah. Is it available or no? No, it's not available.
It's on my Instagram feed. It's somewhere in there. I think John's gonna post it on Bronze
Nice.
Modern Gods because he Rafa was able to do the video, so John should have a full one going, man. You know, John.
Hey.
Yeah. So
Let us know once that drops, man. We'll share the hell out of it and definitely want to keep an eye out for it. I think that would be very cool to watch, man. Two pillars in the community, so dude, kudos to you guys. That's a dream. A panel at San Diego Comic-Con bucket list right there.
for reals, bro. just to have that, man, it's like crazy,
Living
right?
the dream, that is awesome.
They even have your name on the back, bro. Like it's nuts. Yeah.
They tell you all this. They tell you all this stuff too. Like this, you wouldn't know, but look at all this information you got to follow right here.
Right.
Oh, it's nuts.
Like,
Yeah. Check it out. Show the
what do they say? They say,
fine print.
yeah, all the fine. Please be aware that many members of your audience may be under 18 years of old.
But dude, do you see on the bottom too? It says our Thursday 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock our panel. So it's like marked edged in paper. You know, like it's pretty cool, man. And the panel name, how to start a comic YouTube channel. I'm like, rad. I didn't even read the back, bro. I'm like pretty amazed at it.
Well,
Yeah, they spelled my name right. I mean, that's pretty cool too.
I know, right?
That's all
I know they didn't, bro. They didn't put the H in my name. You know, so that's dope.
Attention to detail.
yeah. Well,
They're on it.
speaking of panels, might as well try to complete hours, guys. Hyper's in the house. Finally.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
Fashionably late.
There
Yo,
you
what's
go.
up? What's up, Tyrone?
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Tyrone.
Piper's got to make an entrance. You know.
Listen, for those that don't know, Ian Hoodrat has been trying to figure out my actual government name, so I told him he will never know. So let's. Some of you actually do know my government name, but
it's
just for the
Bob.
fun of it, we'll just. That's why I just kept it from him.
So on the Monday Night Comic Jive, he has a new name every show when he
I
shows
love
up
it.
in the chat. So he was Mike 2 weeks ago, and then he was Tyrone. We're gonna figure out what your name is, bro, for the next one.
That's genius. That's genius. See, look, they're already going, but guys, here we go.
Dude, that's Mike.
That's hilarious. Let's say a quick hi to the chat, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We're 24 minutes in, and we're fashionably late. We're like what, 8 minutes in? But we'll say hi to the guys that are here. Hero, thank you for being here, man. Always early. Look at you. Michael Baker is here as well. Comic.Dood, not part of the panel tonight, dude. No.
He's living the rough life right now.
Yeah.
He got that. He had some cosmetic surgery done. He's getting a little bit diva-ish with the YouTube thing. So
Yeah.
we'll have him back next week or so, though.
Plastic surgery. Look at you. But anyways,
That was tip number one on our panel was you have to cut your face up to look better.
there you
Right,
go.
exactly.
That's how Swag does it. Look at him. But all right.
That's
so
the
what
young
else we got
forever.
here? Oh, Dan Delatore. Yo, Dan Delatore is here as well. We got Wesley, one half of Future Specs. Thank you for being here too. What else we got here? We got Bleecker Street Comics in the house. Hey guys, if you didn't catch it last night, go check the replay. Newbie and we were on his Sunday night show. Newbie Comics. I don't need to tell you guys. Go subscribe. He's very close to 3,000 subscribers, so let's get him there. He's giving away a ton of good stuff. Who else we got here? We got Rudy in the house. Rudy, thank you for being here. We got Pacino Comics in the house. Pacino. Man, Pacino's about to be a dad any minute. Any minute.
Oh.
Good. How's it going? Doing good. Tomb.
Peace.
Tomb's in the house. Who else we got here? Okay, this is where you guys were talking. Pass Point Comics, right? That's
Yeah.
So
It's Tio Efren, bro.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. That's awesome. Bricks is in the house. Bricks, thank you, bro, for being here. Double O in the house. Man, got quite a few people here. The Theros is in the house. Go check his IG, man. Guy's always dropping some knowledge. Immortal Biggie Shack's in the house. The wife is in the house. BC's wife's in the house. Marissa. Nowhere Bounds in the house. Comic Ozzy's here. Man.
Evening, Ozzy.
I think we got pretty much everybody. If we didn't, guys,
Hoodrat.
Hoodrat's in the house.
Who that there?
It's my homie.
Mad respect. What's going on? But yeah, okay. I think we got everybody. If we didn't, sorry.
Michael Baker's asking where Keys is. Keys is working overnights right now, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Hard worker. But guys, all right. So we're not going to be doing Trade Center tonight. We will not be doing Trade Center because there's a lot to discuss. And we're going to get into it. We're going to actually start off the show with our top 5 new comic book day picks of the week. So we are going to bang that out right away. And then we're going to get into all the fun stuff from San Diego Comic-Con. All right. So that being said, guys, top 5 new comic book day picks of the week. I just want to start off very quickly. Honorable mention, guys. Radiant Blakk 16. You guys reading Radiant Blakk?
Yes, sir.
I know you are. Flag Hood.
I have not been. I would love to read it. Maybe pick up like a trade when it's all like collected and stuff. Because I do like Kyle Higgins. I think he's a really good writer.
Oh
yeah, I read the first issue too. I'm with Swag. Probably pick up a trade. You know.
Yeah. I highly recommend it, man. I think this universe is going to explode, but this actual variant right here is a charity variant. If I'm not mistaken, all proceeds are going to the Ukraine. I don't remember which foundation it is, but it's going that direction, so definitely check it out. And it's a neat little cover, so I definitely pre-ordered one of these ones.
It is. It's a good cover, man. I like it.
Yep. But all right.
Funny, Left Rose mentioned a good point. I think this is the first time I'm actually appearing on a new comic book day segment because, as you guys know, I don't really have much to contribute in the segment usually.
Usually later than that anyway.
True.
But all right, okay. Coming in at number 5, guys. Ant-Man #1 drops this week. I don't know if you guys heard about this one. Now, Al Ewing's on this one, so it's pretty cool. 5-issue mini series, and I got to check out the interior art through the previews on Preview World, and it's retro as hell, man. It looks real cool. I think we're gonna be getting either a cameo or first appearance, if I'm not mistaken, within this issue. But definitely picking this one up. I don't know if you guys are. We're gonna go in order with Hood.
I'll check it out, man. I like Al Ewing. I like his stuff. Yeah, I definitely check it out. Thanks for letting me know, bro.
Hi.
Yeah, this is when I had my eye on this one. This is like the type of series I like to get where I know that it's a limited series, so I can get all of them, and it's by Al Ewing, like you said. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna be. My assumption is that it's gonna be a good read. So I like this one for sure.
I won't be picking this up.
Hi.
For Ant-Man, come on,
Tyrone.
Come on, Quantumania, hype. Let's go.
I love it.
Yeah, so
I'm not a big Ant-Man guy.
Yeah, it's looking like there's gonna be a first appearance of like a new Ant-Man. I'm not sure exactly how they're doing that or where they're going with it. Because I think Scott Lang is still active and around. But maybe it's a future version, or who knows how they're taking the story. It does have a real retro vibe to it, especially with that cover there. I actually love that cover for some reason.
Yeah, that cover's dope.
Yeah, there's a retro feel throughout the whole thing, man. Especially on the interior art, it's real cool.
I'm not overly excited for Ant-Man stuff generally, but this one I am kind of excited for. I'm gonna check it out for sure. Al Ewing writing it, it can't go wrong.
Yeah, you mentioned.
I know, right? That we mentioned it, and he popped right in. Comic Chic.
Yeah, guys, speaking of Comic Chic, if you haven't already, go check out the podcast, Radiant Blakk podcast, dedicated to Radiant Blakk, man. You want to learn about Radiant Blakk, you're in the right place. Go check them out. But all right, guys, coming in at number 4, we got Venom 9, man. I don't know if you guys heard about this one. We're gonna be getting the reveal as to who Bedlam is, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw who it is. I'm kind of disappointed, man. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone here, but I don't know, man. It's been quite long on this run. I don't know if anyone here is reading it, but damn.
Yeah, I haven't read this series yet, man. But I like Kang on it. Kang on the cover.
Oh, Kang's hot right now, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, who's doing the Venom run? Is this an Al Ewing one?
So it's Ram V.
Ram V,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, Al Ewing and Ram V are sort of collaborating on it. Al Ewing jumps in every few issues.
Yeah.
I believe,
Right.
and writes one. But I think they're collaborating on the overall storyline or something like. I'm not sure how it's working with them exactly, but they.
I didn't jump on this one, this whole run, and it's like I'm kind of stubborn in that sense, where it's like if I didn't get on your bandwagon, I'm not jumping on at any point. So like this is like the Venom run that I've been kind of not interested in.
I feel you. Right, but should we
I'm
just
actually on the board. Well, that's just by default because I just collect Venom, so this is already on my pull list. So yeah, so I'll be picking this up.
Awesome.
Yeah, I obviously I saw the reveal too of who it's going to be, and it's it's something that we've kind of seen this type of thing before, but there's a chance that if they do it the right way, I guess it could be good. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it pans out down the road.
Yeah.
I got a funny story about Ram V though from San Diego Comic Con. I was in the panel for the next big thing, and then Hickman and Ram V were going back and forth on who has the best hair in Marvel Comics between them two.
Yo, Ram V. Okay, look, Hood. I know there's been jokes going around on your IG. You keep, posting saying, "Yo, I learned I'm a midget at this con. I learned that I'm." But Ram V looked huge. This guy looks tall as hell.
Bro, it's funny, man. It's like everybody's taller than me, man. Mickey too. So I was like, I'm such a midget, bro. So Tyrone, you want to come with me to the next one, bro? Being the midget? What, man?
Yeah.
You're calling me out.
I love it. Exposed.
Right?
Yeah, but all right. Did we all speak on Venom? I got carried away.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, so moving on to number 3. We've got Detective Comics 1062. Now, apparently, we're going to be getting a first appearance in this one as well. Guys, it's crazy to think 1062. But, yeah, definitely keeping an eye out for this one. I actually saw the preview and full reveal as to the character. Seems pretty interesting, so I would suggest picking it up. I don't know if you guys are reading any of this at the moment. But...
No, I'll check it out, man. I like Detective Comics, man. Yeah, I'll check this out for sure.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to pick this one up. I rarely read DC stuff, but I would read it if it was in like a trade, or if someone wanted to lend me their trade. Ideally.
You guys were speaking about Ram V. He's actually doing Detective Comics.
Yep.
So
There's a nice little V at the top left there. Like everyone has a last name.
Yeah,
He's
seen
got
it,
the V.
He's got a letter.
I dropped Detective Comics during the whole Tower. I wasn't really a fan of the series coming out on a weekly basis, so I kind of dropped it for a bit. I may come back to it, but for now it's dropped from my pull list. Even though I am a Batman fan.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I like that. I do like the left rows. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Face.
Oh no, I'm probably gonna say about the exact same thing that you were. I do love the cover on this. It's got kind of like I don't know, man. It sort of gives me like a Phantom of the Opera vibe, and and maybe I kind of get that from where they went with the solicitation, but I do see it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and check this one out. Like,
Right.
yeah, I mean, it's just, Detective's been kind of off for a while, to be honest.
Yo, you've always been on DC shit like big time, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, I am, but Detective's always one that I'm kind of like,
What hasn't Face been on?
Yeah,
Comics,
right?
by that meant.
Yeah, so
That's fair.
Swag's the reason why the trades drop so fast.
Yeah. I need those trades.
Right?
But this kind of has that movie poster kind of layout, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Dope.
I like those hands. Those hands are kind of freaky, reaching for Batman. You see it in the cover?
They do. Yeah, they're all coming upwards there. But guys, I actually just want to say something before we move forward. Stick around, because once we get through the top 5 new comic book day picks of the week, we actually have something coming for the chat. So just keep an eye out. Hang tight. It'll happen very shortly. So that being said, moving on to number 2. Oh man, I don't know if you guys saw this one. Amazing Spider-Man 6. Now, this is technically issue 900. And you're going to be getting another interesting character within this one. This is actually the Ramos cover. I absolutely love it. There's a ton of covers,
Sick.
right? Once we hit legacy issues, milestones 900. This is a $9.99 book. Pretty expensive. That's like, I think what, like 13 Canadian for us.
Shit.
Yeah, so I didn't go crazy for all the covers, but I do think this is one of the nicest ones that comes out of the batch for covers available at cover price. But interesting story going to take place here. I recommend picking it up. Guys, are you reading ASM right now?
I'm not, man, but I like this cover. I'm a Ramos fan too, man. I met him I met him again at San Diego Comic-Con. Really nice guy. But yeah, man, he killed it with this cover, bro. It might be worth $9.99. I was like, dang, $9.99, bro. Like, but it is a sick cover, you know. So maybe, man, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely a dope cover. I don't know how I feel about like the $9.99 books.
Yeah.
It's like I picked up Last Ronin in that format, but I don't know about how they've been doing it with a couple of the Spider-Man ones.
Worth
I
every
don't know,
penny.
this is definitely like a Marvel Unlimited read to me. Like that's why I subscribe to Marvel Unlimited, to read stuff like this. So whenever it gets posted, I'll definitely check it out.
I've been thinking about subscribing to that, man, but and apparently it like moves too, right? Like it gives you that feel.
Yeah, well, you can do, it's called like panel view, so it'll just zoom into one panel at a time, and it can be good, but it's not necessarily the best because
Well, it's the same thing like
it's-
Comixology, right?
yeah, same thing. But it's obviously somebody who works at Marvel who's doing the programming,
Yeah.
which isn't necessarily what the artist intended for you to see. So you can argue that maybe that's not the best way to view it.
Got it.
Listen, I soured on ASM after the whole Kindred thing. I mean, maybe I'll come back to this series, but honestly, the people that I spoke to that are even ASM fans, they haven't really done a good job of convincing me that the series has gotten that much better.
Oh, dude, fucking Nick Spencer ruined everything for me.
Yeah,
Are
exactly.
they still swapping writers right now?
No, I forgot who the writer is at the moment.
Is it Zeb Wells?
Yeah, I think it's Zeb Wells, and you also have what's his name? I'm having a blank, man. I think it's I forgot who's doing the artwork.
Oh, is it Romita?
Is it
Yes,
Ramita?
it is Romita. My bad.
Oh, there you go. That's already a knock for me. I'm not really a fan of Ramita's work currently.
What?
Previous Ramita was fine, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. So yeah. Maybe if you guys say that the story picks up, I'll pick it up again. But for now, I'm off ASM at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting because I was gonna say here probably about a week ago, been thinking about Amazing Spider-Man. It's kind of getting to the point where it's sort of getting drug out a little bit too long with the whole mystery of what he did and everything like that. Kind of like we ran into with stuff with Kindred. It started getting drug out. But I think I see the reason why they've kind of drug it out. I think it's been like a slow burn leading up to this dark web event that they're getting ready to push.
Yep.
So I'm still gonna go ahead and stick with it, especially when they're pumping out covers like this. I mean, that is just a dope cover. You might have went a little bit crazy with the webbing on it, but it's still a dope cover. So
Nah, I dig. But yo, speaking of dope covers, I actually think this cover is gonna be the one people are gonna be chasing. So at number one, guys, we got Something is Killing the Children, issue 25. This is the Ji Young Lee unlockable variant. So apparently stores had to order 25 copies of either cover. It didn't matter which covers. And then at that point, they unlocked this particular cover. So just putting that info out there. I actually thought it was a 1 in 25, and Marvel cleared that up for me. So thank you. I know he'll end up either catching the replay if he's not already here. But yeah, so I think this is the one people will be looking for. Maybe it got missed. Maybe it slipped through the cracks at some shops. But I actually think it's actually one of the nicer covers. And issue 25, stories picking up, good things taking place. We already know that this is pretty much optioned, and I'm picking it up solely for the read. Forget spec, but who knows what takes place in this issue. And yeah, man.
Yeah, I actually have this in my pool, man. So Something's Killing the Children is like one of the only books I have in my pool for New Comic Book Day. I have the last 5 issues. I haven't read them, But yeah, man, definitely picking this one up. And this is a 1 in 25.
No,
Is it?
so basically, like I was saying, is the shops had to order about, I think, 25 copies
Yeah.
of
Okay.
any cover, and then once they ordered 25, this was available at cover price.
It's sort of like
let's go.
the team variants that DC was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know Matthias at my my LS local comic book shop, Nowhere Comics. He always puts in these. I ask him for all of the covers that are not incentives. So hopefully he'll put this in my pool as well, man. It's dope, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Wow, I like it.
Super nice. Yes, sir.
I'm full Jomo on something that's kind of children here because it's one that as it's continued to get more and more popular, I just continue to feel like I missed the boat. And I'm like, all right, I'm good. And then it gets more popular. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And it gets more popular. And yeah, I just accept it. I'm just not going to buy any of these. I'm going to enjoy, seeing it, I'm sure on TV one day or whatever that ends up being. But yeah, I'm just skipping out because I feel like I missed it.
It's I mean, besides it being a spec book, it's a really good read, man. Like
it really is.
Yeah.
He kills it, bro. Tinian, bro. I mean, is Tinian still on this? Yeah, he is, huh? Yeah, he kills it, bro.
No,
Yeah.
I love his writing, and so I would read a trade or something if
Definitely.
if I got
Yeah, I
one.
would say that's the way to go, Swag.
Is it the trade for the number 1 through 5? Isn't that like that's more than cover price now or something? Like that's what
Yeah, for the first printings and stuff that came out, and I think there was like a shit ton of exclusives. Yeah, those get pricey, but I think there's later printings of the trade now that you can grab for reasonable price.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm with Hero on this one, man. I'm really liking the current arc. Before we move forward, I just want to say hi to somebody who popped in the chat. Steph's Comics in the house. Steph, thank you for being here. If you guys haven't yet, go check out my my episode on Spec Tales podcast where I speak about his shop. It's a Bignolati shop. If you don't know what Bignolatis are, go check it out on that show, man. You'll hear all about it. Oh man, best food out there, man.
So yeah, like Hoodrat, this is actually one of the few titles still on my pull list because I was actually lucky enough to grab this from issue 1. So yeah, I dig it. It's one of the few indie titles actually on my pull list. I think it's probably the only indie title I think on my pull list, honestly, at the moment. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm digging it. So continue pulling it.
Dope.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking this up, and every other cover that I can get my hands off of this. Huge fan of something that's killing the children. I can't wait for the show if we end up getting it.
Yeah.
And I really do hope it's good. But even regardless of any of that, man, like you guys have said, it is a killer read. So definitely worth checking into for those trade paperback Swag.
Yep. Yeah. We all know that now. Trades are made for swag. So guys, those are our picks for New Comic Book Day this week. It seems to be pretty quiet this week. Not much going on. Still some good stuff though. But like I said earlier, Face, we said at the end of this.
I think that's probably gonna be a good time to do it. So just give me 1 second here.
Mm-hmm.
We get this set up. I gotta grab the book real quick.
He's taking too long, guys.
Boo this man!
Boo him.
All right, here we go.
Just boo him. But okay, do you want to announce it? Oh, there he is. There he is.
There he
Guys,
is.
for the first time, Face is gonna reveal his face.
Creepy motherfucker.
Yeah. But we are going to go ahead and give away this beauty
Right now.
right now. And this, in honor of the fact that we hit our little 420 subscribers.
Nice.
I'm a fan of that number for reasons. So we'll go ahead and give this one away.
Which is why you're off camera.
So we're giving it away. All right, Face. So what we're gonna do is ask everybody here in the chat to do a hashtag.
Little hashtag.
So,
yeah.
who wants to come up with a hashtag? Pick someone, Face. If you want to do it, by all means, and come up with the hashtag.
We'll go ahead and throw it over to one of our guests here. You guys want to go ahead and come up with something?
Give us the hashtag.
Just spit
Hall
something
H.
out there.
Hall H.
Hall H. There we go.
Let's go.
All right.
Hashtag Hall H.
There you go. So hashtag Hall H, man. Hall H is so
Just
popular.
you just drop that hashtag in chat, and you'll get entered on the wheel.
Now
No,
don't go
Hall-
spelling.
No, not all age. Maybe is there a way we can highlight? Is there a way we can highlight this hashtag?
All age.
Yeah, guys, feel free to enter yourselves in.
That's the Bored Ape Yacht cover right there.
That is, that's the Bored Ape Yacht cover.
I was scared people were gonna write fucking like Hall, like U-Haul or like Comic Hall. Oh, there it is. See, we got
No,
one.
immortal. It's
We got one.
All age.
H. Like Scott Hall.
Yeah, it's funny because you say Scott Hall. I'm thinking Scott Steiner with the holla. If you hear me, look, holla. But all right, man. Let's see. We've got quite a few people already done. We'll give it a few more seconds and then we'll do the draw. Yo, Face, if I'm not mistaken, that one's going for pretty good coin right now.
I believe so. I actually don't have any idea. I mean, I know it was going pretty decent. I don't know what it's currently going for.
Yeah.
But I like it because of
Steph. Third time's
The
a charm.
book
It's
that it is.
HALLH.
I like the book that it is, being it's the secret history of the war on weed, and it's for the 420 giveaway. That makes sense.
Mini. All right, guys. So we're gonna cut it off. We'll start to do the draw now because we've got tons of stuff to talk about. Here we go. Now, how do we do this? We're gonna share the screen. We got about 20 people entered, so we're good. All right, so let's share this and let's see. Ball face, what the
Ball face.
Ball face.
Yeah, it's actually an exclusive from, I forget, somebody.
No idea. All right, 21 entries. I think we're good. Are we good, guys? David Mason.
That's a good number.
All right, we're gonna do the draw. Let's see who wins it, guys. Best of luck to everybody here. Swag, we'll save you a trade when it comes out. All right, here we go. Let's see who wins it. Oh shit!
Such suspense.
The
mad respect.
There you go. So mad respect.
Nice.
Hit up FaceTime, or is that what we're gonna have done? Face, you're gonna handle this one?
Yeah, you can hit me at FaceTime on IG, or you can just drop your IG in the chat, and I'll get a hold of you. However you want to do it. And we'll get this sent out to you.
Reach out on Instagram, and FaceTime will take care of you. Thank you, FaceTime, for the giveaway, man. That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys joining us in chat and chilling with us. So
You're the man.
do this every now and then. So
You're the man. All right, guys.
I'm getting a little warm, so
Yeah.
time to go back to being an avatar.
There you go. So we're gonna dip into the news portion of our show, which is gonna cover all San Diego Comic-Con stuff. So guys, it's San Diego Comic-Con themed with two guys who were there. So here we go.
KNN! Nowhere close to an actual news network.
All right, guys, get your newspapers ready. Here we go. It's news time. All right. So San Diego Comic-Con dropped a lot of fire. So much stuff took place. It was almost impossible to bring everything to the table for tonight. So we did, pick what seems to be the bigger of the buzz going on right now ever since this weekend. So that being said, guys, we're going to kick it off with the first. And that is Shazam 2, man. Because, yes, it wasn't just Marvel this weekend, guys. It seems like everybody forgot about Marvel, but about DC. But Shazam 2, man, it's all about family. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer. I thought it was fucking dope. I really, I'm looking forward to this. And really, it had the perfect balance of, the comedy and action and everything. I kind of feel like this is what Thor should have been if they wanted to go with a comedic route. I feel a certain way about that movie, so if you feel different, I apologize. But man, I don't know if you guys saw the trailer. Did you? Yeah, perfect. Hood, you saw it?
I didn't see it, man.
Oh
Not
man,
yet.
definitely.
I will watch it after.
definitely check it out. But yeah, good things coming here, man. I'm super pumped about it. Swag, what were your thoughts on this one?
Well, I thought the first Shazam was really well done. I really like that movie a lot, and probably one of the better DC movies. I mean, just like top to bottom, just worked for me. I'll say that when I saw the trailer, I was like, all right, we're going full jokey mode here, and I just wonder if like general audiences are starting to kind of get from the Thor: Love and Thunder reaction. They're starting to get like past like, all right, superhero movies going too jokey. So I'd be interesting to see like what that might do to this movie's perception, even if it is still a good movie. I just wonder if people are getting kind of over the jokiness, but they've earned my ticket from doing a good job with the first one. So I will watch the second one for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you, Swag, man. The first one was really good, man. I liked it a lot. I like the last part when Superman kind of stepped out. Remember that? Yeah. So maybe they'll bring Superman here. I don't know, man. I'm definitely gonna watch it in the theaters, man, because of number one. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the trailer, but I mean, like Swag mentioned, I was a fan of the Shazam, like the first Shazam movie. It definitely was one of the few bright spots in DC, considering all the other mediocre stuff that they were pulling out. The only thing is, I just hope they kind of keep. It seems like DC has a hard time basically sustaining momentum. Like they'll have good one-off movies, like they had, James Gunn's Suicide Squad. That was a much improvement over the first one, and then you had Shazam, and then hopefully Black Adam this fall. It's just that I can't remember the last time DC put together two movies in a franchise that were back-to-back that were actually solid.
Yeah.
Honestly, the last franchise I could think of was the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. So I'm just hoping that this one kind of, ups the ante from the first one. And, I just think that DC is in the prime spot to kind of build on momentum, especially with Peacemaker on HBO Plus and with Shazam 2. So they seem to be in the right direction.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the trailer, and being like me, like you guys, I liked the first movie and everything like that. I thought it looked all right. Again, same concerns as you guys had. The jokes might be getting a bit much with it, but I'm willing to give it a chance because the first movie was really good. I'm hopeful that these guys can pull it off and make a second movie that's pretty decent too. So,
yeah. Well, Hype, you brought up a point here. Hold on, Empire, what's up, bro? Thank you for being here. You brought up a point, man. DC putting out some, good content, back-to-back movies, pretty big. But one guy came out with a bold statement, very bold statement.
You have been warned. The DC universe will never be the same again.
Gotta love The Rock, man. He's still got the wrestling promo skills. It'll never die.
Yeah.
One of the best on the mic, and now we're gonna see obviously him as Black Adam. Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's looking great. Really digging Dr. Fate too, man. The presentation, his presence in the trailers, but Shazam trailer now, you find it had a different tone from what we first got. Rock's feeling a little more villainous here. What are your thoughts?
Oh man, they got my money, bro. I don't usually watch movies on the opening night, but I'll watch this on the second night. So yeah, I'm a Rock fan, man. This is the reason why I wanted to do Hall H anyway, because I was like, man, I gotta go see Rock, man, The Rock at least once, and I think he's gonna bring it, man. I'm stoked, bro. I'm gonna watch this show. I'm gonna go to this movie and watch it. I think Rock's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I'm hoping like Tyrone, bro, like that The Rock brings it and changes the DC the DC trajectory, in a good way, like Peacemaker did. So
yeah, I'm excited about this one. I thought that the first trailer was really dope. Then again, I don't know too much about Black Adam. Like my DC knowledge is pedestrian, although I do know some of my DC characters, but Black Adam is definitely like a tier above what I know. So my expectations are pretty open and low. I know that some people are like, oh, like maybe they didn't like that he's not full villain or whatever it is, but to me, I'm like, this looks pretty dope. I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, those of you that were following the whole Black Adam project even before it was actually greenlit and we had any announcement, you knew that The Rock was, behind this, and he's been pushing for it.
Yep.
And I mean, I gotta believe that this movie is gonna knock it out of the park, just because the amount of time, both as from the PR point of view and just from the actual involvement in the movie, I just think The Rock can't afford to have this fail. So I have high hopes for this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth checking out. I have had concerns, from the beginning with just how they were gonna, go about this movie and everything like that. Just because, I have been a fan of the Black Adam character, and I want to see, the villainous Black Adam at first, and I just don't think we're gonna get as much of that as I would like personally. But that's me, being too sensitive of a fan. But I'm still going to check out the movie, and I think The Rock's going to bring it. Like you guys said, it's going to be a dope portrayal. Pierce Brosnan looks awesome as Dr. Fate. So,
dude, my only hope, and it's slightly a concern too, going into this movie, is everything The Rock has touched. You've always felt The Rock presence, right?
Yeah.
And
Very
that's where my fear is with this movie, because so far, seeing the trailers, I don't want to say I'm feeling more of the Rock personality through Black Adam. It seems to be doing just fine. But otherwise, I think that's going to make it or break it, because Hyper, like you were saying before, you've got Shazam, you've got this, and now someone asked the question saying, what happens if, this tanks? I hope that's not the case. If it is the case, I do think that this is maybe time for DC to hit reset. If this doesn't succeed, because The Rock, like Hyper was saying, he came into this serious as hell, man. And he really wants this to succeed. I think the fans want it to succeed as well.
I personally don't think that it's possible that this movie tanks, to be honest. I mean, like, you think of like The Rock's worst movies, he's still crushing all of his box offices. Yeah. So even beyond like it being, a DC film and stuff, like I just think that this movie will be fine. And to Hyper's point, I mean, you're right. Like, this has been talked and worked on a lot. So you would think that they've had time to get it, like keep it in the oven, long enough to where you would think it's going to be somewhat like cohesive and decent. You would think.
Bro, I watched Jumanji twice because The Rock was in it, bro. So it'll do okay.
Yeah.
Chat brings up a really good point in chat. I'm same as him. I wasn't, a huge John Cena fan or anything like that, but man, he killed it as Peacemaker. And you look at Dave Bautista as Drax, he's done pretty well in that role. So I mean,
dude, there's been I've been seeing some rumors. I've been seeing some rumors circulating after this trailer dropped that there's a possibility that The Rock Black Adam bumps into the Suicide Squad. I think it would be hilarious if at some point he does come across Peacemaker, being the fact they're both wrestlers and really iconic wrestlers with feuds. But after this particular movie, let's say it does succeed, if Black Adam were to cross over into any other DC movies right now, I know there's a lot of people that are pushing for Superman, right? And he kind of made a comment. That took place at the Comic-Con this weekend. Somebody asked him if he would battle Superman on screen or something like that, and his response was, it depends who's playing him, and we'll see. I'll leave it at that type thing. So will we see it? I don't know, man. It doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. The whole uncertainty with Henry, and I always butcher his last name, Cavill, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Cavill.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
I'll just add this point also.
Real quick, Empire's asking about, do we have any WWE wrestlers in the MCU? Yeah, we got
Batista. Batista. Listen, I mean, other than Wesley Comics, I think for the most part, people generally like The Rock as a personality. I mean, he just has that, that aura about him. So I think that even if people were a bit on the fence on the movie, I think they'll still give it a shot just because, like I said, The Rock is one of those likable people in Hollywood. So I think it does help that movie in its favor.
Yeah. I feel like we're not going to see any more DC tie-ins for a while. Like, I think that they're just going to be putting out this. I mean, they have like so many problems with like Amber Heard, Aquaman, and like the Flash stuff right now. But I feel like
that's bad.
If the rumors of like that James Gunn is going to kind of step into a role where he takes over, I think that'll be when you'll start to see these movies connect and stuff. But I can't imagine that Henry Cavill will be in this.
Yeah. I like this, the Amanda Waller thing. I totally forgot he was a wrestler for a second. Yeah, Batista's a wrestler, man. Batista bomb. But
right?
guys, all right, we're gonna move on to the next one. X-Men expected fall 2023. Dad puns. It is what it is. But you guys saw this, right? So some artwork here. Now, some people are actually disappointed. I don't know. I can't really tell from what's leaked so far, but I think it looks pretty cool. Decent, awesome looking characters here, man. Kicking straight off 97. Now, from what I'm hearing, apparently Magneto's going to be leading the team.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm pumped. I'm pumped as hell for this, man. I think we all grew up watching X-Men, especially in the 90s. Spider-Man. Those are my two cartoons. And with Ninja Turtles. Those were like the three. I'm pumped as hell, man. Fall 2023 can't come fast enough for me. But this right here, I'm curious to see where it goes, man. Are they going to start to explore other major events that have taken place here? Because, Mr. Sinister is here. Tons of possibilities, right?
yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this, man. I want to see how they try to. Let's see. I want to see if they try to connect this to like what's going on in the MCU right now. That's what I'm interested in. I didn't attend this panel, but I did watch it on the Tube, man. Swag, did you attend it? You attended this panel, didn't you?
I didn't attend this one, but there was the creators of the original X-Men animated show that they had their own panel, and I attended that one, which was like unrelated to this.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man. When I hear the guitar rip, bro, I'm in. You got my money.
It has to keep that.
Yeah.
If it doesn't keep that intro, I will be furious.
It's over, bro. I will be so disappointed, man.
They already teased it in the.
It's 100% gonna be that for sure. Yeah. And also
they've dropped that in the MCU now, so they're gonna keep it.
Also too, which was kind of cool. The panel I went to, which was for the creators of the original animated show, one of them was like the producer and the guy he directed the titles and stuff, and the showrunner of this new show went up during the question part and asked him if he would direct the animation, the title sequence for the new 97 show. And he said yes. So that he's going to do the vintage music and probably in the same style that was established in the original animated show.
Beautiful.
That's gonna be sick.
Cool. Yeah.
But I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. Like, know how it is. It's like it's going to be hopefully similar, but it'll probably be different, and it's going to be hard to meet people's expectations, whatever they may be.
As long as we get more than 8 episodes, bro, I'm good, man. Because these 6 to 8 episode, MCU shows that they're having on Disney Plus, it's hard to get with, man. I want to have something longer. I want to.
Didn't they already say that there's 2 seasons for this one though?
Yeah.
So, pretty sure
well, they're already working on the second season. From
but how long are the seasons? That's the question.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
it has to be more than it has to be at least 24 for to be animated.
You would think so.
If it's going fall 2023, I would hope.
Yeah.
The wait's worth it. I mean, I know VC, you just mentioned originally that people were kind of down on the art. I don't know. I mean, I was actually hoping to have it retain a lot of that nostalgia 90s. I don't know what people were expecting in terms of the art style. I kind of like that it kept that 90s animated show feel to it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Swag. Look, I'm an X-Men fan. Like you guys know, I'm trying to collect the Claremont one. I'm a bit cautiously optimistic only because when you try to revive a franchise after 20 years, a lot has passed in that time.
Yeah.
that the same creative vision might not be there. So it's more of a case of I'm definitely gonna see it, but I'm not gonna almost hold it to the same standards as what I was watching in the 90s.
Yeah, I almost feel, because Swag makes sense when he's saying he's cautiously going into this one as well, because even thinking in comparison to what we got in the 90s, you already have something set in your mind of what your expectations are, and also, man, like I don't want to be disappointed, and there's some things that's sometimes they're just not meant to be retouched. Like I don't want to ever see somebody do a Scarface 2. You know what I mean? Like I just leave Scarface alone and just don't ever do that shit.
Yeah, but it's it's X-Men. It's run long enough though. It's continuation. It's
no, for sure, but
to a certain extent, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but
the thing
I
is,
am scared.
But the thing is also just based on history, like some of my most favorite franchises back in the 80s and 90s, when they tried to reboot or revitalize it, it usually falls flat in my opinion. I just recently watched the latest Jurassic Park, and my hook for that was the fact that they had the original cast members from the '93 movie.
Yeah.
I honestly thought I was watching Raiders of the Lost Ark when I saw that movie. There was just too many stuff going on in that movie. If you guys saw the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's just history hasn't really been kind to franchises trying to be restarted after like almost a decade plus of being dormant.
Yeah.
Well, keeping the intro music and the animation style, I think, is a good start for the series. So.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough ask to they're going to have to hit the tone and like the nostalgia of the old show, but then also still give it something that is a little bit fresh, because otherwise we'll just watch the Disney Plus rerun. So it's like it's got to be a little bit like even as you watch the Disney Plus reruns, they're still good, but there's little things that's like that's kind of corny or whatever. So they gotta clean that stuff up for this audience.
And it's in the 90s you can get away with a lot, in the 90s when we were kids, the violence and all that. I want to see how they deal with that, because that's part of what nostalgia was like. Watch Wolverine do his thing, So
they were selling action figures, so
right? Are they gonna let Wolverine do his thing? We'll see, man.
Well, and learning from the original creators on the panel, one of the things that they said was when they were making the show, the producers were like, "Hey, just write this for you. Like it can be an adult show. I know it's for kids, but you can write themes that relate to you." So hopefully Disney's not like, "Oh, well, it's more for kids." Hopefully they don't get those mandates. But we'll see.
Well, they're getting bold. I mean, with the zombie series apparently being a mature audiences.
Right.
Series.
I cut that out from discussion for tonight, but that's a great point as well, man. If you guys want to dip into that, but the Marvel Zombies, man, going TV mature, I think this is definitely ballsy. It's a great approach. Yeah. Let's see what boundaries they push, though, because to be getting this rating, it's simply because they're going to be pushing the limits, right? I am pumped about that too. How do you guys about the zombies?
Before we go, just to connect the comics with this, one issue that did actually slightly pop from this was X-Men 200, which was actually when Magneto becomes a headmaster for the School of X. So, and he was wearing that exact same uniform on the cover. So, I kind of knew that was gonna
make a little bit of a pop. Yeah.
Agreed, man. Yes, there he is, man. Venom pushed it to the limit.
Right. Yeah.
But all right, guys, moving on to the next one. It's a big one, man. This one was huge. Daredevil's confirmed.
Let's go.
Officially headed to Disney. 18 episodes, and it's
that's what I'm talking about.
Yo, spring of 2024, guys. Charlie Cox has been busy, man, because not only is he here, you guys saw the She-Hulk trailer too that dropped this weekend, right? Clear indication that's where he's popping up as well at the end of that trailer. I really think they're gonna go heavy with Charlie Cox, man. I really think they're gonna be pushing Daredevil within the MCU. Clearly, with 18 episodes, I think this is gonna be the first series that has this many episodes out of everything that Marvel has dropped so far. I am not expecting 18 episodes of 20 minutes. I really think they're going to be putting together some great content for Daredevil. Daredevil's been around for so many years, so many stories to explore. And with the time that's been missed within the MCU, I think they're trying to make up for some lost time. I even think on the street level, him and Spidey might be leading the way, man. What do you guys?
Man, bro, I'm stoked, man. This is the news that I was most excited about to hear, that Daredevil was coming back with 18 episodes, man.
Yeah.
I watch this stream on YouTube because I like watching fans stream it. I don't want to watch the clean cut, bro, because
Really?
the guy in the back, the guy holding the camera was like, "Oh my god, oh my god," you know, like it was so out, because I was feeling the same way because I'm a Daredevil fan, man. And yeah, Charlie Cox, bro. I'm stoked, bro. I'm stoked, man. I hope they do this mature too, man. You know, because they got to follow suit with what happened in Netflix. And I mean, the Netflix series is one of my favorites. All 3 seasons, man. I don't care what you say about season 2, season 3, bro. I love them all, man. I love them all. They really developed the characters and took their time, and looks like they're gonna do that too, because I mean. Am I the only one that thinks like a lot of these Disney Plus shows, like when they go, it's super rushed and they're like missing holes? You're like, what the? Why'd you skip? What's going on? The characters aren't fully developed, but I think they're gonna do that here, man, because I think Kingpin's gonna be a pretty big part of the MCU too, and they're gonna develop his character like they did in the Daredevil series on Netflix. So I'm stoked, man. Did they say they're bringing back Elektra too? Is that the word?
So there's nothing that's really been confirmed, set in stone for Elektra. I figure that it's bound to happen, right? So you have Hero here making a comment about bring back Punisher. I kind of feel with Daredevil, this is going to set up all of that good stuff, man. I hope we end up getting Punisher. What's his name? Jay Berthenol? I forget.
Yeah, man.
John Bernthal.
No, whatever his name is.
I'm hoping I'm hoping Bullseye comes through too, man. I'm just hoping that would make this such a great show, because he's such a a character, man. Like he's very intricate, man. So there's a lot of levels to him. Being who Bullseye is. So that would make this show awesome, bro. So thank you, Disney Plus. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Agreed, man.
Yeah, this is pretty cool, and I think it is. With the 18 episode thing, kind of what Hoodrat was saying, where it's like we've been getting these 6 episode seasons of shows, and even beyond them feeling rushed or not being able to tell full story. Like when I just step back and think from like a filmmaking perspective and a business perspective, it's like this is such an expensive endeavor for them to be like, oh, we're gonna put together a crew to tell Falcon and Winter Soldier, create all of these like costumes, art sets, everything for this one look, and then we're gonna do Loki and do the same, then we're gonna do Hawkeye and do the same. And it's like it doesn't feel like a good business model, in my opinion, where it's like take a character you really believe in and build out their world, and now we can have Hell's Kitchen and you guys can utilize this stuff and you can bring in all the other characters through it. So it feels like they have a lot of faith in Daredevil and whatever that mythos can be. And so I think that's exciting, because it's like you can tell a better story, and then you can do more interesting aspects to that. And so I think that this is smart, and it'll be interesting if that 18 episode thing is that like just a continuous 18 long episode season, or is that like, oh, we're going to do 6 and then take a break and then 6 and then take a break and then 6 and then take a break?
So that's a good question and a good point as well, because so far, like you said, we were getting 6 episodes, and it seems that these 6 episodes are normally for characters where we got to really work on the origin story. You had Miss Marvel, you had Moon Knight, you're really putting emphasis on what's going on with these characters, where they came from. Now, 18 episodes for Daredevil. Don't forget, 6 episodes we were getting weekly. That's 6 weeks. Are we going to get this weekly? Because that's 18 weeks, man.
Yeah,
I don't think
crazy.
we would want to. People would lose interest after 18 episodes.
I don't know about that.
18 weeks. No, dude, come on. 18 weeks is long. I hope, kind of like what Swag just said, is, maybe we can get some breaks in between, or
maybe it'll be a 9 and 9, because they've done the 9 with She-Hulk. So something like that.
That would make sense, and hopefully, because I don't think Disney would drop 2 series in one shot, right? Because we're gonna look at the timeline in just a bit as we move forward with the news segments. But if Daredevil's gonna be running for 18 weeks straight, does that not cross over into other things? So we'll see.
At some point, there's gonna be crossovers. So.
Oh, dude, he's already cameoing the hell. There's Echo, there's She-Hulk so far. Man, even Wong's in She-Hulk.
No,
I definitely hope that they treat this kind of, when you would watch like the Spider-Man cartoon and then they would just
Yes.
randomly like have like, oh, it'll be a Morbius episode or it'll be a Punisher episode. Like,
Right? That'd be
I
cool.
hope they start to do that type of thing. They have 18. It's like, why not throw in Moon Knight for one episode, or bring in like whoever, in a different one. I think that would be really cool to see that.
You totally excited the geek in me with that one, man. That was. I hope to God that happens. That would be awesome.
And I really want this poster, man. How nice is this poster, bro?
Oh,
This poster's sick, man. Damn.
I mean, look, 18 episodes on a weekly basis wouldn't be too much of a stretch, only because, I know that, with the age of streaming and all that, we're used to having, especially with Netflix, where they'll dump all the episodes at once, or, I think Amazon Prime is the exception where they'll do like once a week. But, syndicated shows were on average about 24 episodes usually for a season. So it wouldn't be too much of a stretch. And honestly, if it can, carry the interest, I don't see how people would lose interest after 18 episodes. My thing is, obviously, this show will kind of set the tone in terms of how Marvel is going to present its street level characters going forward. Like, we know that, Netflix had, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Daredevil. I think Daredevil was the only show where I consistently liked all the seasons.
Same.
Punisher, I liked the series. I just found that it was a second season with that Preacher storyline. It was kind of whack for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
So Daredevil was the only show of those in the Netflix catalog where it was consistently good for all 3 seasons. So, and it does help that his origin was already kind of set in that, in the Netflix series. So we don't have to retread that, and it's more of a picking up where we left off. And in terms of the whole Elektra thing, I don't think we're gonna get that announcement yet because we're led to believe she's still, spoiler, dead from the Netflix. So even if she was to pop in, I don't think they would drop that, hint right away. I think if she was, it'll be more of a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm with Hoodrat, man. I enjoyed every season of Daredevil. I thought they were all really good. Obviously they weren't perfect by any means, but they were very enjoyable. I also enjoyed the Punisher. Thought both seasons were good. Again, there was some issues with the second season, but it was still enjoyable. And you know what? Unpopular opinion, I really like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. Both of those I thought were pretty good series. So I wouldn't mind seeing, all of those actors brought back. I wasn't a huge fan of Iron Fist, but his supporting characters, Misty Knight being in there, Colleen Wing, they knocked it out of the park too. So Netflix really had something going on with those series, and I wouldn't mind to see sort of a continuation of that, I guess, with the MCU stuff.
Yeah.
But the problem is there is going to be some plot holes, that they would have to address and everything like that. It's not really a huge deal. I'm sure Marvel can work it out and make it make sense. So, I'm excited for this. 18 episodes. I think it is interesting. I would be excited for it for 18 weeks, but yeah, I could see the concern in it being too long. Maybe they'll do a double episode drop for 9 weeks.
Yeah.
So that could be something else they do too. So.
Yeah, but guys, Daredevil's coming. I'm pumped as shit. Happy to hear everyone else's. So much story that can take place, so I'm really excited. Moving on. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer dropped. Now, those in attendance at Hall H also saw a trailer for Guardians of Galaxy 3. Gunn confirms that the trailer has not been released due to the visual effects not being ready. Guys, there's been, some info that's been coming out regarding visual effects and Marvel being a little hardcore. I don't know if you guys seen that, but it seems like the pressure's on when it comes to that. But regardless, people did see a trailer in Hall H. I saw it, like I said at the beginning of the show. There was videos going around, man. You just saw like the top right corner of it.
Yeah.
It seems pretty intense, man. It seems like there's a lot going on. Very emotional too. The cast was there. They were very emotional too when they were up on stage. This is it. It's wrapping up for them. The whole James Gunn era for Guardians of Galaxy ends here. I'm excited as shit. I don't know if you guys saw the actor playing Adam Warlock, bro. Guy got jacked as hell.
She's jacked, bro.
Yeah,
I
he
saw
got
a picture.
ripped.
I literally, because obviously we remember him in We Are the Millers, and
Yeah.
I showed my wife. My wife has no idea what the hell Adam Warlock is or any of this good stuff. And I just show her a picture. I'm like, man, look at him now. She's like, yeah, but it's because he's growing up. I'm like, no, that's not growing up. This guy's juicing up. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like,
He's on that Chris Hemsworth diet.
yeah, he's working hard for the role, man. So anyone who had doubt, man, I think he's gonna carry the look, man. But yeah, the feedback so far from the trailer, very emotional, very intense. It seems like there's gonna be. It is going to touch on Rocket Raccoon's origin story, and apparently it's a very sad one. And it's going to be displayed too in the movie. This one I'm kind of sad to see come to an end. Lots of books have been taking off now with Adam Warlock. Example, Annihilation Conquest 6.
Wow.
The suits are very accurate as well, described from the trailer. People who have had the opportunity to see it, that's the feedback we're getting. So the suits are very similar as well to that particular lineup of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Who makes it out of here? I'm very curious to see, man. Drax, Star-Lord, Rocket, Groot, Gamora. Gamora is going to be leading the Ravagers. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Yeah.
It seems like Guardians is going to be a big movie. I'm excited. I think, James Gunn's planning on going out on a bang. And High Evolutionary was there in the crowd.
Right, I saw that.
Just missing the mask. That was it. But pretty neat. It was neat to see at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know what you guys thought about that.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked for it too, man. I've become a James Gunn fan. After Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I mean, just how he made Yondu like one of my favorite characters. I was like, how the hell did he become how did he become daddy to me too, bro? But yeah, man. I would now. It's the lady, bro. The lady got me FOMO now. The lady I saw at the hotel said we got plenty of content. Now I'm like, damn. I wish I'd have saw that shit too, man. Like, dude, because I didn't even get to see the sideways view like you did. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm stoked, man. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, all two of them, and probably 3's gonna be dope too, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. This is one where I did see like a leaked video of it. I didn't see the leaked Ant-Man one, but I did see this, and I liked the tone. I think the expectation is always like, oh, it's going to be all comedy and stuff, but it feels like this one will be a lot more emotional. Yeah. And I would say that that's probably like something James Gunn learned, where they gave Guardians 2 was sort of like the Thor: Love and Thunder treatment, right? Where it was like, let's just take all the jokes up to like a 11. And it felt like, maybe even for his own learned lessons, he's like, oh, maybe I'll do like a more emotional version. And it feels like we're going to get that. And if that feels right to try that tone. Yeah. And I got to say, yeah, I'm excited for High Evolutionary. I'm excited for Will Porter looking jacked. Call me shallow, but I like my superheroes looking ripped. I just do. And not to jump ahead, but, I got to say, Namor has got to hit the gym a little more. That's what I'm saying. But I'm shallow. I'm shallow.
Swag's putting the
called it out.
Yeah, I'm a jerk in that way. But I think it's cool that he's looking pretty ripped, and I'm excited to see it. Yeah. So.
Swag's like saying, Namor, you lift, bro?
Yeah, do you lift, Namor? Come on.
Yeah, come on, Namor. Get the protein drinks, bro. Come on.
Adam Warlock has to be the most perfect being, right? So I totally understand. Chris Hemsworth was pretty much at that level, right, with the last movie, but definitely not portrayed in that way. But anyways.
Yeah, listen, as someone who wasn't really a big comic fan to begin with, James Gunn's first 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies made me a believer in the franchise. Yep. So honestly, it's from those movies I actually started reading some of the Guardians of the Galaxy comics. So that's saying something. And the thing is, this potentially has the possibility of being like one of the better trilogies. Because the thing is with MCU, I noticed that sometimes they'll put a good, I think the only franchise honestly is Captain America that had a solid 3-movie franchise. This could be another one where it actually stands with Captain America in terms of a solid 3-movie franchise. Where it goes from here, who knows? But I'm just looking forward to it. I mean, one character we know for a fact that won't be featured in future MCU is Batista, aka Drax, as he confirmed that he won't be reprising any his role in the MCU going forward, because I think he wants to do more serious movies after after this. But I'll take what I can get, so I'm looking forward to this one.
So I actually think this is probably going to be one of the more important movies in the MCU, ultimately, because I think there's going to be a lot of stuff that they can spin out of this movie going forward. Obviously it's probably the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the MCU, at least in this iteration for sure. But what they're giving us with Warlock coming in and everything like that, and all the other stuff that they're bringing in this movie that we're going to see with High Evolutionary. There's going to be a lot of material here that they can use in the future, especially in the cosmic part of the MCU. So this should be a big one.
Yeah. I agree 100%, man. I think it's going to be one of the bigger ones alongside Ant-Man. No, that's really the one clearly is going to be a big one. So that being said, guys, everybody in Hall H also saw a teaser trailer of Ant-Man Quantumania. Now, have I killed you before, man? That was probably the most awesome line.
Damn.
I got to see this trailer as well, again at a total 45 angle, top right corner. Dude, this looks like it's going to be intense. Now, it's funny because we were talking about how Thor seems to be a little comical. Ant-Man is notorious for being the comical, character within the MCU, but this teaser trailer seemed to have a very serious tone. Rightfully so. When Kang shows up, man, does he ever bring that presence? And this is one that I'm super pumped to definitely have the opportunity to see. Spending time in the quantum realm, I could only imagine how much stuff takes place. There's so many rumors that have been going around already, including even Yellow Jacket. People are saying that maybe Yellow Jacket is within the quantum realm, and there's a theory going around. It's a pretty cool theory, neat theory, how Yellow Jacket might come across Kang and lead to some kind of MODOK stuff. That's how far theories are going. But so much stuff can take place here. From the trailer that we had seen, if those of you who were lucky enough to see it as well, if not, Kang shows up, Paul Rudd's letting him know that he's an Avenger. He just, reinforces that he's a conqueror. And then he looks at him and he's like, an Avenger, have I killed you before? So just to show you how menacing he is. I think Kang and all his variants are going to be portrayed tremendously well. Majors is such a great actor. I'm pumped for this. Hood, what's your take?
Man, I think Majors picked the right role, man, of Kang. He gets to be like maybe 6 or 7 different people, man.
Right.
And I heard about that, man. Have I killed you before? That's one thing I heard. I was like, oh my god, man. Like, did he really say that? Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to this too, man. I wish I should have waited in line, bro, so I could have saw this in person. Damn. Now I'm getting fun. How about you, Swag?
Yeah, I always told people that this was, of all the kind of phase 4 and stuff that we all knew was coming, this is what I'm most excited about because of the Kang factor. Like, just seeing where this is all going and seeing how he's going to portray the character. I think also the MODOK thing has been confirmed, by the way. Like, I think they said that in the panel. Yeah.
It is.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay.
I'm like 99% sure that they confirmed it. Yeah.
Holy shit. That's going to be awesome.
So it's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm excited about this one. I'm also excited about this one too. And this is similar to the Guardians of the Galaxy one, where it's like, like some people have not loved all the Phase 4 properties, but to me, having Peyton Reed, who I loved the first Ant-Man, second Ant-Man was, but I think he's still a great director. I was curious to see like how he would do and how James Gunn is going to do in this in these new phases of movies. And these movies would have been my canary in the coal mine, in a sense of like, all right, if the good filmmakers are still making great products, then I think that we're in good hands here. So yeah, this is my most anticipated movie of all the projects.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this only because when you look at the first two Ant-Man movies, they were enjoyable from a popcorn point of view, but like when you look at the actual villains, they were very underwhelming compared to the other villains in the MCU. So contrast that to the third movie, it's almost like when a sports franchise basically acquires like a major player and kind of boosts the whole franchise. That's kind of how I look at this movie. It's almost like Kang could have been inserted in any other Marvel movie, but I feel like him being inserted into the Ant-Man movie kind of got a lot more buzz on this franchise. Like he didn't need to be really in the Guardians or the other movies because they already have their own heat going for them. So I think this Kang's presence will definitely elevate the movie in terms of people anticipating it more. So and also it's just the unknown, right? Like we really don't know where the story is going to go based on, because even if you go back to the other two movies, there's nothing really to base anything off of to kind of figure out where this movie's headed. So I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have pretty much covered the important stuff about this, and you hit on guys, all hit on the Kang thing and everything. But one of the other things that I guess I want to mention too is that we're getting Cassie Lang, and she's going to be, in some kind of an outfit. There's a reason, that they're doing that, because that's not something that they, have to throw in this movie or anything like that. Like it doesn't seem like it would be necessary for the plot.
Oh, hold on. You're talking about her wearing purple.
No. I'm just saying in general. I mean, I know where you're going with that, because they're talking about the whole stature stinger thing.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going to go with that, but even putting her in the uniform and everything like that, that's big, because obviously they are bringing in these younger characters too. So that's another avenue that's going to start opening up in the MCU.
So someone who was at Hall H, who I talked to at the show, they did say that there is an image with the three that you see on the poster, and then also Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne, and they have their own kind of Ant-Man color look. So you got like a Avengers squad of Ant-Man characters.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Man, this is dark as hell, man, and that would be tragic as fuck. So Kang kills Scott Lang, and then Cassie falls in love with the young Kang, Iron Man.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
I mean, that's Young Avengers, man. So
there you go, man. But I'm excited for this one. I like Swagglehaus was saying, it's just probably going to be one of the bigger ones that's going to be dropping with everything they've got coming. I'm anticipating it equally as much, man. So looking forward to that. But guys, we officially got a name for these phases. It's the Multiverse Saga. So we had the Infinity Saga, Multiverse Saga. We've talked 4, 5, 6. It seems like nobody even cared about Phase 4, because the question going into this is, where does Phase 4 end? Like, what the hell? Everybody's confused. Man,
wait, they sound like a Valley Girl?
Yeah, pretty much. But they finished talking Phase 5, and they gave us full direction of Phase 5, and then they hit us with Phase 6.
Right.
That was like a left and a right. Nobody expected to hear Phase 6. I didn't. I don't know if anyone here thought we were going to be getting Phase 6 news. But man, that was a neat surprise. You saw it at the beginning of our show. We played, some clips from live reactions that took place, and it was nuts, man. It was absolutely nuts. So here you go. You got Phase 5, full breakdown of it. Now, Phase 5, we're going to have Secret Invasion. We have, obviously, Ant-Man Quantumania, and all this good stuff in between, man. The Marvels, Loki Season 2, Echo, Blade, Ironheart, Daredevil, Agatha, and it ends with Captain America, New World Order.
And there's actually a Thunderbolts movie
at the end
of that. Yeah.
Exactly. So Thunderbolts brings Phase 5 to a close, and then we kick off Phase 6. Now, we don't entirely know who's kicking off Phase 6, it seems, right? Because within the photo, you'll see that you have the Fantastic Four, but I don't know what that's at the bottom left. So we'll see what's going to be there, I guess, as time goes on. Don't forget, guys, we got D23 still ahead of us, maybe next year or the year after. Like I said, it's already a treat to know that Phase 6 has been somewhat given to us, and with a timeline too. Who knows, delays, where this goes, but man, was it ever some big news. So looking at Phase 5, I'm excited now. You know what I mean? I feel like even the casual fans, they had no idea what the hell was going on. We still don't even see Armor Wars here at all. Right, there you go. Here, somebody just put it up. So Armor Wars, that's not there. I feel like there's another one that's missing. I think it's the What If season 2 is confirmed, but I don't see it anywhere in the timeline. So or was it in phase 4? I don't think so.
I can't remember, to be honest, on that one.
Anyways,
the zombies isn't on any.
There you go. This is obviously the guy to notice this. Nova is definitely not there as well.
It'll be phase 6. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, definitely. Phase 5 is pretty jam packed, but now here we go with phase 6, and the biggest being the Avengers are back. That's what everybody was screaming in the video. You got 2 back-to-back movies, and Kevin Feige put some emphasis on how it's gonna have that effect of pretty much what we got with Infinity War and Endgame. So, Kang Dynasty tying into Secret Wars, Fantastic Four taking place, right before that. I think it's about a year. Let's check again. I think it's something like about a year's time before we get Kang Dynasty. 2024, and then I think we go 2025. That being said,
Kang's gonna be around for a minute.
Leading into Secret Wars, man. I know everyone's going crazy over the Hickman run. Some people picking up the original stuff. Obviously, collect them all. If you weren't, you're missing out on one of the.
I saw a book double in price right after the Hall H announcement in the convention center.
Yeah,
I saw a price. Yeah,
absolutely nuts. But few questions, man. Fantastic Four taking place a year beforehand. I think it's for a reason. Definitely going to be major players as to what takes place moving forward with these big events. And Swag brought up a question yesterday on Newbie's show. Like I said, if you haven't, go check it out, catch the replay. But brought up a valid question and a good point that right now, looking at these phases, you look at all the content that's dropping. Who is leading the Avengers into battle? We need a team captain, right? And it got me thinking. I swear to God, Swag had me in bed last night. I'm like, fuck. and that's really the question. Who would lead the way? Because now looking at Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, all I'm seeing in my head is Kang, Dr. Doom. I have a feeling this is where they're going. I think we're getting Doom, obviously, sooner than later. Kang is there. Will we get Beyonder? I don't know, man. I still feel like Beyonder's a wacky character to bring to the MCU. I don't know how it would play out, but we'll see. But anyways, back to the question, Swag. Who leads the way, man? It is rough to think about.
Man, I don't know. I feel like part of me wonders if it's one of those, because the Avengers is a brand name. I feel like it's so important that, to me, it was always going to be they're going to make Avengers movies. These are going to be tentpole movies. And maybe now it's transcendent to where, Doctor Strange is just an Avenger. Although we as comic readers know that he's not really an Avenger, but MCU is just going to call him that. So if we're talking who's going to lead the Avengers, if it's Reed Richards or if it's Doctor Strange, I feel like we're in good hands. I feel confident playing on that Avengers team for them. But if it's Captain Marvel's the leader, if Wonder Man is the leader, if Hercules is the leader, I don't know how far our playoff run is going. I'm not as confident as those being the team captains of the Avengers. So it is interesting, and it does make you wonder if they're gonna, through timey-wimey stuff, bring back Robert Downey Jr. or something like that in one of these movies, which would be pretty epic. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know who the leader is right now. I mean, Doctor Strange, Thor, Captain Marvel, maybe Falcon or Captain America Falcon. But it's hard to say.
I don't know how I feel about Black Knight. Way too green, man.
Yeah, but I'm not following Black Knight into battle against Kang. I'm worried. I'm worried for our survival chances.
Yeah, exactly. But with Doctor Strange, obviously aware of the incursions before everybody else. It was kind of like Tony being approached by Nick Fury, right? That kind of gives the same vibe. Okay, he's the first to hear about the incursion. Now let's see what happens on a space level. We've got the Marvels, Fury's up in space. We've got Secret Invasion coming. Tons of stuff that can play out. That kind of gives us more of an answer for this thing. but definitely Reed Richards being one of the first ones that I thought of as well, right?
Yeah.
So Fantastic Four definitely going to try to slow down those incursions, and we'll see. But Reed really feels like a character, and again, it comes down to casting too, right? I kind of feel like if he's poorly casted, no one's going to buy into it. Would you want to move forward with John Krasinski, or would you go and cast someone else?
I was one of those people who felt like John Krasinski was just okay. I mean, he didn't have too much to work with.
Yeah.
But, you know, they've been pretty good with their casting as far as like Marvel's concerned. So I feel like if they went with him, they'd feel like he, you know, had it in him. But it is interesting because it gets into like more of like a movie business side of things too, where you're like, oh, well, does this actor have the bankability to, you know, command an Avengers movie, to lead an Avengers movie? So it'll be interesting if they kind of cast like a no-name Reed Richards, and then they know that they're going to be the face of the Avengers franchise.
Yeah, agreed, man. But guys, I don't know how you're feeling about this. Good.
You know, man, in Fudge I trust, bro, man. Like he's done it, man. And he has. I mean, they're planning it. You know, like they're showing us like they have 4, 5, and 6. When I seen that on a rerun, on a replay, I was like, oh my god, they're just. But they only showed 3. They're saving a lot of stuff for Disney. You know, D23. Yeah. But you know, a lot of people have been complaining about 4, right? Like, what's these? You know, Phase 4. Like this stuff's not making sense. Like, you know, these characters I'm not really feeling. Just wait till 5, bro. They're gonna start killing off people, man, and having them be replaced. I think 5 is where we're gonna start seeing who the leaders are gonna be and who we're losing. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys were talking about, you know, losing Ant-Man and having Cassie jump in as Thatcher, you know, and then, you know, a lot of the Guardian Galaxies guys are gonna probably get, you know, killed off as well, and who's gonna take over. And I'm even thinking maybe we might lose Captain America, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, New World Order, bro. Like, Kang came into our reality and took over, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kang's ruling, right? New World Order, man. Like, and then you know, we have Blade too coming. You know, guys know I love Blade, man. It's gonna be. I think we're in good hands, man. I'm not gonna try to make a guess, but if I would make a guess, you know, I'm just gonna throw it out there, man. Y'all can make fun of me. I'm thinking Spider-Man, man, because you know Tony Stark gave him his, you know, gave him the Stark industry and gave him, you know, all the things he needs to be a leader of what Tony was, you know, like he kind of mentored him as well, you know, like in all the other, you know, early, you know, in the last phases. So I'm thinking, you know, Peter Parker might be the leader, bro. Like he's, you know, like it's someone who Tony Stark really cared about, you know, and it was his like, you know, like his adopted son. You know,
he sacrificed everything now.
He sacrificed it, yeah. Go ahead, Si.
No, I was gonna say that yeah, I think that could be good, especially if it's like, you know, we're doing Secret Wars and they give him the black suit and he's like, you know, leading the charge with the black suit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we're expecting Doom and all that other stuff too, right? You know, like, you know, go ahead. Sorry.
The symbiote has been dropped into the MCU, right? So that is clearly going to be built on, and who knows, after Secret Wars, guys, Miles Morales did happen after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
Hype, baby.
Tyrone.
I'm gonna take a bit of a differing opinion. I don't know if there's gonna actually be a de facto leader in this Avengers squad. I think it's gonna be more of a case where maybe they'll have figureheads that they're gonna look up to, like the ones that have gone before them, like whether it be, you know, Chris Evans, Captain America, or, you know, Iron Man, not so much Thor. But it just seems like, especially with the way the pieces are kind of set up, they're clearly going towards more youth movement. You know, I mean, America Chavez is only 16, like the actress that's playing her, and the Miss Marvel actress is not that much older. So it just feels like it's a much more of a youth-based approach. So, and yeah, like Swag mentioned, like the Avengers name has a lot of goodwill behind it, so it would be almost like crazy for them not to use it. So even if it's more of a young Avengers or a Champions lineup, they're probably gonna call it Avengers just because that has a lot more cachet to it. So
yeah,
I don't really think there's actually gonna be like someone that you would actually be pinned like as an actual leader. I think it's gonna be more of a thing where they're just gonna draw inspirations from previous. It's going to be almost like them looking to their elders to kind of move forward kind of situation.
Yeah.
But someone has to carry the heart, though, right? Like
And
that's
exactly.
Captain America, the heart,
But Hood, it also puts emphasis on what you were saying, how Hyper saying it's a young core, but Peter being the more experienced of that young core, right? So
Yeah.
I think
oh, sorry. Go ahead. Face.
No, go ahead, Swag.
No, I was just gonna say, like, even just from like a storytelling perspective, like how like when you watch Avengers, it still kind of flows through Robert Downey Jr.'s point of view for the most part. It's they're gonna have to pick somebody and that it does the same, even if we're jumping around different characters. But I mean, maybe it'll be Wanda. Actually, maybe this is all about her, or maybe even Loki. Like Loki's the one that first found out about Kang, so maybe it's his story. I don't know.
It could be, especially that Kang and Loki, like this, it's pretty much Sylvie's fault, right? That this really takes place, and then you look at Loki being the variant, where he learns that he died throughout the Infinity Saga, and this is his chance to now, fully redeem and lead the charge. That is a good theory.
Well, the thing is also because if you go back to 2008 Iron Man and 2012 Avengers, of all the cast in the MCU, Robert Downey Jr. had the top billings in terms of actors being paid and all that. So it's almost like he already was kind of positioned as a leader just based on his credentials. Whereas in this case, the casting, I can't really see one person sticking out as someone who really, kind of casts a shadow over other.
Yeah,
their co-stars, so to speak. So that's also my reasoning to think that maybe, again, the only actors I could think of right now is Marshall Ali as Blade, but I don't really see Blade being a leader of the Avengers. Yeah. It's just that I'm struggling to think of an actor that actually kind of has that same aura that RDJ had in his phases, where he kind of even among the trios, he generally casts a shadow, over Thor and Captain America whenever they're doing a scene together, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I think the most important thing to remember in talking about leaders of the Avengers or whatever is when we're having this discussion about the previous Avengers movies and everything like that, and looking at Tony Stark and Iron Man and whatnot as being a leader. But if you go back and you watch the movies and everything like that, pretty much every scene where they're in battle and tactical calls are being made is always Steve Rogers, Captain America, making those calls. So we watched all those Avengers movies, and I don't know that you would really say that they had one in particular leader until the very end of Endgame, when sort of Captain America stepped up and took that role. It was always kind of a thing where you had the personality of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man kind of overshadowing everybody else. But even in the first Avengers movie, you saw a lot of discussion between them and everything like that. So I think they're going to lean into that. It's going to be a lot more, cooperative, I guess. You'll probably see either, I would think maybe Doctor Strange will make the calls as far as what the team does. And they might have, Sam Wilson make the tactical calls in battle, kind of sort of have that, two leader type of dynamic still play out. So,
yeah, because that's what we got with Iron Man and Cap, right? So,
right. Yeah, exactly. It kind of makes sense if they kind of continue that trend a little bit.
Well, yeah, man, I'm with you too, Face, because I always thought of the Avengers as the Beatles, right? You had Paul and John, what I'm saying? You had Iron Man and Cap, man, kind of always going back and forth, but making magic, right?
Right, exactly.
So
it worked.
I'm wondering who would be the other, who's going to be John, who's going to be Paul, you know what I'm saying? In the upcoming.
And, maybe it's, you think about already the dynamics that have been created. Maybe it is Doctor Strange and Spider-Man.
Yeah, because
there you go, bro.
Yeah, that could be too.
Yep. Spidey's the only one. Spidey's the only one who knows, right? Everything.
Who's going to be the Yoko Ono?
Yeah.
Who's going to mess it all up? Who's going to break up the Avengers, bro?
Great question. But
Christine.
guys, man, so much to look forward to with the next two phases. But last thing before we go, guys, we got a fucking massive trailer that dropped, man, and it was Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Yo, that whole intro beforehand, right? That took place at San Diego Comic-Con. that was a treat, man. That was beautiful.
Gotta love how he throws up the nice shot of little Namor for swag.
Yeah,
Was I the only one that got
Jason Momoa body? Jason Momoa body. Yeah.
Was I the only one that had like hair standing up on my arm when I saw this, like the trailer? And I saw it on my little ass phone, bro, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I was like,
"Yeah, you weren't."
It is going to be beautifully presented, as you can see, man. And just to put emphasis on what's the whole swag thing, looking small. Man, I am never taking my shirt off next to swag. But yeah, man, it is definitely going to be a well put together movie. Beautiful, the fucking emotions within the trailer, man, it really hit. Well presented, well done. I'm looking forward to this one. I don't know if you guys have already seen some of the leaks that have come out, for the plot and all that stuff. I did. It's safe to say that some of the things might take place, but regardless of the fact, I just think this movie is gonna really deliver. I still remember going to watch Black Panther 1, man. You could feel the culture in the theaters, bro. People were dressed up. It was so beautiful. It was insane. People dancing at the front right before the movie played. It was just incredible. So many questions could be asked about this movie. Shuri, Killmonger, what's going on? Namor, people happy about Namor coming to the MCU. People not too happy with how he looks in the MCU. And I'll be honest with you, I was one of the first ones to be like, "What the fuck is this?" When we got the promo of him, I was like, "No, it was tacky, it was weird." But it seems that it fits well with what's going on here within the Battle of Wakanda between all of this good stuff that's going to unfold. I clearly the battle is going to be about vibranium, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be.
That's where they're saying Doom going to come in, huh?
Yeah, 100%. That's
what I heard.
100%. But regardless of the fact, I just think this movie is going to be incredible. Just the line when the mother's like, "I've already lost my family. Like, what else do I got to lose?" Shuri's still family. Yeah, Shuri's still family. Relax, woman. But no, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for this one. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but man, it was awesome.
So what I mean with it makes sense for me for Namor. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole how they're kind of redoing his his history. Like the Aztecs, man, they disappeared out of nowhere. Where'd they go? They became part of Atlantis, right? Like kind of makes sense. Like if you look at like the historical sense. So I could buy that, man. I could buy that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just wondering who's gonna be the new Black Panther because I need to buy more of those books. So I already have Shuri. I already have a couple of Shuris, man. But who's gonna? I want to ask, man, who do you guys think is gonna be the new Black Panther? Is it as easily as Shuri, or is it gonna be Killmonger, or is it gonna be Tosin? Like they've been really pumping Tosin in the comic book, so I don't even,
dude, put Tosin to bed. I'm saying.
All right, okay, I gotta put him to bed.
That shit to bed. Leave it on the back burner if you want to stock on them, but it ain't gonna play out for a long time.
But how awesome is this though, man? Like Chadwick, he was this great freaking. He was like the perfect Black Panther.
Yeah, he was.
Now we get to celebrate him by guessing who's gonna step it up and be the next Chadwick, right? That's so awesome to me, man. Like it's very much of an honor to even have this conversation. Like it's cool.
Huge shoes to fill, man.
Yeah, I think the trailer looked pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for it. I think the director Ryan Coogler has made really good movies, and I like that it's like, oh, this is a second go around. So it's like now he gets to do whatever next level of filmmaking he wants to do. So I'm excited about that, and I like. I'm open-minded to like the Namor integration into like the Mayan thing. I think that's pretty cool, because I think those things just help like world building, right? Try to make it more plausible into how this all exists. I just want to see Namor just do a couple more squats and bench press. That's all I'm saying. I actually like his costume. But yeah, I'm super excited about it, and I'm interested to see like just the world building that comes out of this and what it all means going forward. And it's an interesting thing that this is like ending phase 4. And I wonder if, I mean, are we looking too much into it that there's going to be like a clear, that now it all makes sense phase 4, or is it just sort of like, Marvel's kind of in this phase system where they just have to go about these rules of 5, 6, whatever. So I think they're just capping it at 4. But yeah, I'm obviously all in on this.
Like I said, Swim, I think Phase 4 is just where they're trying to introduce these new characters, kind of shoving it in front of us. You know,
yeah,
like,
that makes sense, right?
Yeah, and then they're gonna kill off a couple people, and then we'll start seeing what's going on. But
yeah.
Thank you, Chad. Just to put a little more emphasis on what you were saying, Swag, about the differentiating cultures and worlds and this and that. They also have to differentiate from Aquaman, right? I think that was probably a challenge for them too on the big screen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So this definitely fits for Namor.
it was so beautifully shot, though, huh? The trailer, like
Yeah.
even with Aquaman, I was like, oh my god, like take some notes, DC. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. No, there's no octopuses playing drums under the ocean.
bro, I know, right? No lasers being shot in the ocean,
Not
like
yet,
underwater, like.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah.
Wait till Namor gets his movie.
Listen, I'll be honest. Until Swag mentioned, I didn't really realize, I guess, the lack of physiqueness on the Namor. Like, I'm wondering if his arm is at an angle, because if he puts it like down, that his bangle might actually fall off or something. But you know what? Okay, I know there's been a lot of question about who's going to be next Black Panther. I think honestly, the majority say Shuri. I think Shuri might take it up for a moment. Like, I don't think she's actually going to be featured in that suit for the majority of the movie. I think the focus is going to be more so on the Dora Milaje, because it seems like that's where the trailer was more heavy on in terms of the actual group. And it's just the way that the title is called Wakanda Forever. I think that it's going to be more of a focus on the actual tribe itself rather than one singular person in that movie. So I think that's where probably the emphasis is going to be, just in terms of the actual tribe itself, and not so much. I mean, like, if someone does pick up the mantle, it's probably going to be like, it's not going to take up the majority of the movie, I don't think.
Ozzy killed it
Yeah,
with this.
I think the actual Black Panther stuff will probably come towards the end of the movie. You'll see that as sort of a resolution, kind of basically that's how they'll fight back against Namor in the end or whatever. So I think kind of along the lines of Hyper, it'll be a small segment in the movie, and I don't know if it'll even be permanent. Who knows? They could move a different direction going forward, or it's really hard to say what they're going to do with the Black Panther franchise after this. But I am really excited about this movie. I think the Mayan take on that Atlanteans is an interesting. We'll have to go.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, the Aztec.
Yep.
Or Mayans. Do we know
which
their
one are
Mayans
they
or Aztecs?
using?
Oh yeah, I said mine. Maybe it's Aztec.
It's one of the two.
Or
I actually don't remember which one it is, but yeah, they're using one of the two cultures to focus Namor on, and it makes sense. It's good. The images, the promotional images, it looks like more that's the one that everybody was concerned about is gonna be like a ceremonial type thing. So again, a brief scene, and then he's the traditional type of Namor. So.
Bro, even Atuma looks fucking badass, man. Like, so well done.
He did look pretty badass.
Yeah. But I'm real excited. I'm gonna put emphasis on Pacino here. I totally agree. That's the route I think happens.
Yeah.
Sure, he's gonna take the mantle of Black Panther, maybe not rule.
I would say that it definitely seems like it's going to be Shuri, but in the spirit of how Secret Wars ends in the comic books, I think by the time we get to the end of Phase 6 with Secret Wars, I think that's going to be like, whatever craziness happens, and then the entire MCU gets reset, and that'll be when they maybe they recast Iron Man, or they recast Black Panther, or they recast Captain America. You know what I mean? Like, or what's it called, Steve Rogers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's when they'll truly reset, and some characters or some actors will continue on, and they'll just be like waking up from a dream or however they do it. But yeah.
I agree 100%. And guys, that was pretty much it for news talk. But Swag, I agree, man. It's clear as day. Secret Wars is going to reset the MCU. Not fully. We will still have characters that will move forward. Obviously, the younger ones, but as we look around on the older characters, it's clear we're gonna need some recastings, and this is their opportunity to bring in new characters as well, right? Exactly like they did within the comics. That's what took place. So we'll see who survives, who makes their way out. But man, guys, there's so much good shit to look forward to. I'm so excited. It's a great time to be a nerd. I know a lot of people were feeling a certain way leading up to Phase 4, especially post Endgame. Everybody had that. Yeah, but it just doesn't hit. Like it's just not hitting anymore. It's not hitting anymore.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Here we go.
Just wait till D23.
Yeah,
D23, you're gonna blow it up, bro.
Feige made it clear, man. They made it clear that they would not be coming to San Diego Comic-Con again unless they had some bombs to drop. And man, they went nuclear. That's all.
Bro, it's crazy, man.
They hit you with Phase 4, Phase 5, Phase 6, but it was awesome. I'm sure you guys had a great time at San Diego Comic-Con, and I lived vicariously through you. I don't know if you guys haven't had a chance. Go check out Hoodrat on Instagram. Go check out Swagglehaus on Instagram. It was a great time, man. I'm happy to have connected with such guys to give us, bring us the experience through their eyes and stuff. And it was a great time, clearly, from what they experienced. So we're happy to have you on here. Guys, you have some stuff going on, right? Tell us what's going on with you, Hood. I think you have something recently that I reshared.
I got one of the hottest books from Comic-Con, man, and I'm giving it away to y'all, man, because I appreciate y'all letting me kill your feed with all my my content on Instagram and my story, and you guys were really I wanted to bring it to y'all, man, because I've been going for 10 years, man, and I never really got to do this, so I really tried to make an emphasis on I'm gonna get a shit ton of content for y'all, man, and y'all gonna be there with me, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I did, and I'm giving this away to y'all, man. So all you have to do, this is the Harley Quinn number 16. What is the artist name again? The hardest artist right now. What's her name?
Well, Newbie calls her Flamenco, but
yeah, whatever she is. Yeah, her name. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna give this away. Look at that nice chrome. I mean, this sold out on day 2. Yeah. So that's
sorry.
So, yeah. Nice. So all you have to do is go to that short in my YouTube channel where I'm announcing the giveaway. You'll see the picture says big old giveaway, and this. Make sure to say a comment and write your Instagram handle or your Twitter where I can find you, because sometimes on on YouTube someone wins, I'm like, who the hell is that? Because their names are different. So just leave your Instagram handle and I'll give this shiny baby to you. You know what I'm saying? Send it to you.
You could use that as a rear view mirror.
Right. You can even use it to do your hair and stuff, man. And it's that shiny, dude. It's crazy.
It's a multifunctional comic.
Put on your makeup or put on your lipstick. Right, Tyrone? No, playing with you, man.
Just because I won't give you my name.
You know I love you, hype, bro.
That's right. You had a video recently dropped too, man.
Well, yeah. I try to always do my go collect comic book videos. So we try to keep the schedule even if we're tired and hungover from the San Diego Comic Con weekend. But I did film some stuff, and so I'll try to get that stuff out. My experience at San Diego Comic Con, some of the stuff I got. I've been doing the thing where I like to talk to some of the comic book dealers at shows. So I did my typical kind of interview dealers and get their thoughts and stuff, which I think is always kind of fun to hear. And it was an awesome show. And my anecdotal boots on the ground experience was that I felt like a lot of people were actually looking for She-Hulk stuff. Just in my, as I'm digging through, I hear people go, "Hey, do you have any She-Hulk?" That was kind of my, what it felt like to me. I could be totally wrong, but I thought that was interesting that people were starting to get excited for that. And I heard a lot of people asking about Spawn too, which, Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee are going to do a Spawn.
Man, they were right there.
A lot of people were asking about Spawn, I think, at the show too. So I thought that was interesting.
I'm with you, Swag. I heard a lot of She-Hulk, man, when I was in the booth, man. So yeah.
Well, guys, that's the show. We hope you had a great time with us, man. Guys, Hype normally signs us out, so I hope he's got himself a nice one-liner. But you don't have to drop it just yet. Before we let you guys go, just want to remind you guys, this Thursday, we got Show Me Your Hauls, man. It's taking place this Thursday, I believe, at 9 p.m. So check that out. Come and hang out with. I think Comic.Dood is going to be there. We've got some guests that are going to be joining us as well. Neighbor to the north, and if I'm not mistaken, Empire is also going to be there. Empire Comics. So that's going to be a great time. Come join us on Thursday, man.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
And to add to that,
yep.
Maybe a few hours before that, probably 6:30 or 7. I'm gonna have my third show on Whatnot.
Nice.
Nice.
Now that I'm reinstated, now that I'm no longer considered in Quebec, I'll just it's just some of the previous stuff that I'll be putting up. Whoops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's no Anti-Venom, and you guys were talking She-Hulk, so I'll have some She-Hulk issues as well. So
Awesome.
Sweet.
there'll be more stuff, but just a little bit of a snippet of what's going to be on my Whatnot a few hours before these guys go on for the Show Me Your House. And I'll probably drop in. Hopefully, I won't be too tired from whatever I have to sell that day.
All right.
What's your Whatnot name? Is it Hyper Combo?
It's one word, Hyper Combo Comics. And
All right, Tyrone, you want to sign us out?
Okay, it's that time. All right.
That time.
Let's see. Well, listen, if you've been meaning to go to the San Diego Comic-Con, but you just can't afford to go, or you just weren't able to be lucky enough to be in queue for the tickets, there's one place where you don't have to have a lineup for it, and that's your local library.
Let's
go.
Local library.
Well
What's up,
said.
boys?
Well said, bro.